table. You're telling me that the entire Roosevelt fortune, we're talking billions of dollars here, is based on stolen Nazi loot? Not exactly, Margaret replied calmly. I'm telling you that Thomas Roosevelt used stolen Nazi loot as leverage to build his fortune. The difference is important. Through the one-way glass, Margaret could sense, rather than see, the observers watching this interview. Thomas Roosevelt II would have his lawyers there, of course. Perhaps even FBI agents, given the international implications of what she was about to reveal. And you have proof of this? Ramirez asked, her dark eyes intense. Caroline has the document, Margaret said. But I have something else, something that even the Roosevelts don't know about. She reached into her sleeve and withdrew a small key. It looked ancient, its brass surface darkened with age. This opens a safety deposit box at the Manhattan Savings Bank. Inside is a diary. David Klein's diary. He gave it to me for safekeeping the day before he disappeared. Ramirez's eyebrows shot up. You knew David Klein? Margaret's smile was sad. I was 12 years old when he handed me that key. My father was the bank manager who helped him set up the account. Klein said to me, "Little one, sometimes the truth needs to sleep for a while before it can wake up." I didn't understand then, but I do now. The detective sat down heavily. Why come forward now, after all these years? Because of what happened 3 nights ago, Margaret replied. Someone broke into my room at Sunset Gardens. They weren't looking for the document. They were looking for this key, which means someone in the Roosevelt family finally figured out why Klein visited the bank that day in 1945. A knock at the door interrupted them. A young officer entered, his face pale. Detective, you need to see this. He handed her a tablet. Ramirez's eyes widened as she read. Roosevelt Tower is on fire. The words hung in the air like smoke. Margaret closed her eyes briefly, seeing again the tower's golden windows in the sunset. Caroline, she whispered. The fire started in the penthouse. Ramirez continued, scanning the report, specifically in Thomas Roosevelt II's study. Early reports suggest... She looked up sharply. They're saying someone deliberately set fire to a hidden room behind a painting. Margaret stood up so quickly, her chair scraped against the floor. We need to go there. Now.